the color of his skin, And then not only that, you inject shit into law. And then even though you change the law, you have to enforce the law. And if the law isn't enforced, then guess what? The people don't benefit from the 13th and 14th Amendment as they should. Mm-hmm. You have to enforce those laws. And a lot of them, they have not. I mean, we wouldn't have documentaries now. I work with Peter Berman, and he says, "Ty, I feel like an asshole." I said, "Why is that?" He says, "Because I watched that 13th Amendment. I didn't know, man. I didn't know that you could just lock a brother up for the hell of it. You could, when they were set free, but they still needed labor, and they didn't have it. So if you were roaming the streets and you weren't working, they arrested you and threw you in prison, and they were basically throwing you into work camps."
Oh yeah, prison labor is our modern day slavery.
Yes,
that is exactly what it is, and that's why people don't want to get rid of it. And
yeah,
when I say people, I mean the people in power.
The new Jim Crow, was if you got a felon. You became a felon, you're in jail, you're done. Basically, because no one's going to hire you. I mean, it's a way to definitely control the way things are going. And no one's really got that in depth, because if you do, then you're going to expose, who's behind the curtain. You're really going to see who's behind the curtain. But
who's under the robes and under the hood.
And I don't think you'll find that out. And it's a shame that every time we really get into our conversation, you end up into that. History comes up, and something gets exposed that a lot of people didn't know was going on.
Well, there we go. Shining the light on the roaches of history.
There you go.
On that note, I do want to reiterate what Ron was saying about taking pictures of Nazis and sharing them, identifying them, let people know who the Nazis are, and maybe they'll learn. One of the things we talked about on the show last week was Donald Trump's twice-a-day ego briefings. Uh-huh. And something I started doing this week that I would like to advocate, I think everyone should do this, is, Trump, because he can't handle reality, twice a day gets a folder of fake news, basically, saying what a great leader he is. So when you see stories in the news about what a horrible job Trump is doing, what horrible things his administration is trying to accomplish, just share the link on Twitter. Just tweet it directly to Real Donald Trump, and let him know that despite the propaganda he's having force-fed to him, he's still doing a really shitty job. And one of the other things, very time-sensitive on this, we've got the big eclipse happening on Monday, and I just want to reiterate to every conservative that may have made it this far into the show or who might just be scanning through, that eclipse glasses are a liberal conspiracy so that liberals can ensure that conservatives don't get the good view of the eclipse. So if you know who's saying we need eclipse glasses? The same scientists who say that global warming is real and man-made. So just a quick note to conservatives, don't buy into the hoax. Don't wear eclipse glasses. Stare directly at that eclipse as it is your right as an American to do. Ignore the science, ignore the scientists, and ignore all these liberal pansies who are telling you, you need eclipse glasses, otherwise you're going to get hurt. If you're liberal, of course, you have to buy into the hoax. You have to wear the glasses so that the conservatives will believe. But for all the conservatives out there who are too smart to listen to the scientists, go bare-eyed and bold. Go stare into the sun. Don't wait for an eclipse. As a matter of fact, why wait until Monday? You show science what you know, the real facts, and forget all the fake news that these scientists are spreading, and you go stare at the sun, conservatives.
What time is that happening in LA so I can see it?
I think it starts around 9:05, 9:30 in the morning, and it'll go through 11. We only get the partial eclipse. But still, it is so important that conservatives stand up to liberals and these scientists who think they know more than you just because they went to school and studied science. You stick it to the man, conservatives. You know what? Sell your eclipse glasses on eBay. That'll really show them. You get rid of those eclipse glasses, conservatives, because you don't need them. You know what's right.
In fact,
Screw
just
these
give them out
scientists.
for free, because we all know those liberals just want to hand out anyway. So hand them some eclipse glasses.
That'll learn them. That'll learn them real good. And on that note, I'm Dr. David Robinson. I want to thank our panel for coming in for another week of Let's Be Treasonable. Anything you want to plug, Mr. Tymon Shipp?
Yes, I have a show coming to the Ventura Comedy Club September 1st. Going to be there with Ellis Wynn and the great Keith Michael Ashton.
Hey.
Yeah.
He is truly great. It's awesome. That's a great show, September 1st. And you're on Twitter.
Tymon Shipp.
Excellent. And Carl Kozlowski, thanks for coming in. Very glad to have you on the panel.
Good old Carl.
Hope we didn't intimidate you too much. It was a little quiet from your end of the mic, and respect.
That's cool. It was good.
Right on. Anything you would like to plug?
Not off the top of my head, but I got a couple things brewing for September, a couple shows, but waiting on the final dates. Excellent.
So we will talk more about that as September approaches. Ron Placone, always a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. It's at Ron Placone on the Twitter and ronplacone.com. I will be at the Speakeasy Cocktail Bar on Monday, so check out the Eclipse in the morning, then come out to Santa Monica at night. And also...
comedy or music performance at the Speakeasy?
What's up?
What are you going to be doing there?
Oh, just
comedy
stand
or music?
up. Just stand up. Yeah,
No.
I do a little music thing every month and a half at the Old Town Pub in Pasadena for fun. But comedy is my main deal. And, so I'll be there. And then all other dates are at ronplacone.com. I'll be in Colorado at the end of September.
What are you doing in Colorado? You going to my hometown? What are you doing?
Oh, man. You're from Colorado?
I went to high school in Aurora.
I'm doing a handful of dates, man. I'm doing 2 shows in Denver, 1 show in Longmont.
Really?
Yeah. Just closing out a few things. See if I can get some of the Jimmy Dore Show listeners out and see what happens.
Are you working with?
I'm headlining.
You're headlining.
Yeah, I'm closing out.
We're at the what spot in Denver?
I'm doing the Sushi High on Thursday night. Friday night, I'm doing the what that's place called, the 3 MCs in Longmont, Colorado. And then Saturday, I'm doing another spot in Denver. I forget off the top of my head. But it's all at ronplacone.com.
Okay.
There you go. And also, for our invisible panelist, check out willdurst.com. He is at the Marsh in San Francisco every Tuesday through September. He's got plenty of other dates, and he is always a delight. Plus, the show changes from week to week as new developments happen in this crazy world that we call news. For Let's Be Treasonable, which you can find on Facebook and Twitter, I am Dr. David Robinson, who you can also find on Facebook and on Twitter at Stand Up Fall Down and at Let's Be Treasonable, LETSBTREASONABL. So check it out there. If you like the show, please tell everyone. If you didn't, keep it to yourself. We'll be back next week. Hope you are. Until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
Bye.